Big up, guys. Big up, guys. Welcome to the stream. Apologies for the delay. Supposed to be 2:15. I was going to do this. Other things sort of got in my way. I'm really going to try my best next season to do all these mainly on time if I can, because I know I've been letting people down with me getting on here on time, and I know I'm not most of the time on here on time. So it's not great, guys. I know I've got to improve, and I will next season. And hopefully, that might help more, because I know some people will be coming on here and disappointed that I'm not starting the stream. It's late, things like that. But I do have other things I have to deal with. I know it's hard to juggle both things, doing this online, on YouTube, having your own channel, obviously doing other things in your life. It's, you've got to juggle these things. It's not easy. I know it sounds like a major excuse, a massive excuse, and, other people can manage it maybe. And fair enough. I try my best. I always, if I'm still late coming on, I will go through everything I want to talk about. I try and do the whole content. But, this is my preview, obviously, for the game, final game of the season for us, and, well, for everyone, of course, all the Premier teams. We got Liverpool away, of course. Not an ideal one to finish, because it's going to be tough, really. Although I still think Liverpool have been a mixed bag. They haven't been the Liverpool of old, let's be honest. They weren't the title-winning team of last season. Under Slot, who inherited Klopp's team. Great team that Klopp had there. They lost some players, of course, unfortunately. Jota, as we know, passed away. Unfortunately, we know what happened. Unfortunate, terrible car crash took him away. Still too young, at a fairly young age still. And, they lost him. But they also lost other players. They also lost players that have lost form and lost, maybe age-wise or something. Konate has been terrible. He's been poor. Let's be honest. Van Dijk is not probably the same as he was. Not quite the same player. I think their defence is vulnerable. I do think they're weak at the back. I mean, the problem is, can we get them? That is the thing. We have got some sort of decent attack. It can be good on its day. It can be very good, but it can also be bad. It can also be shit. We miss the chances. We still miss them. And I want to see us now finish the season well and spoil their party, because this is a farewell for a lot of their players. Mo Salah, of course, is leaving. We all know that. Andy Robertson. They're players that are going. And I want us to spoil that party. We're here to do that. We should be able to. We want to do that, because people forget we are still sort of fighting for Europe. We are still fighting in a way. I mean, I think, to be honest, I think we're going to finish 9th. I think we're finishing out of it at least 9th, maybe 10th. I don't know. But at least 9th. I think we are just going to finish out of it, unfortunately. And maybe it's for the best. I don't think we're quite ready still. I really do. I really don't think we're quite ready. We've got to make improvements to the squad. We've got to add more players. We've got to be better than we are at the moment at times. We're up there in the top 10, and it's been an amazing season. Keith Andrews has been incredible. Absolutely amazing for his first season, in a way, but I'm still not. As I say, I'm still not quite backing the guy, because until he actually achieves something, and he's got an extension on his contract already, and we haven't finished anywhere yet. You know, for me, I'm still not sure. I know they're saying it's to do, it's preventative, other teams poaching him as a manager down the line. They think they've got a diamond here, that a rough diamond that hasn't been quite smoothed out yet as a manager, and, you know, could lose him sometime soon in the future, maybe, or something. But I'm still not totally sure about that. I really aren't. You know, I want to back the project here. We go, that word project. I hate that word project as well, but really. But there is sort of a project, I know, and I try and keep backing it. The development, getting these young players in, getting cheaper players, and then selling them for more, bigger money, which we keep doing. It's worked well. It's been a process. Yeah, there we go, process as well. That has worked pretty well for us. But I want us to also keep these good players that we got, because we have got some very good players. Why do we keep selling? Why are we still a selling club? How are we ever going to really achieve anything, win trophies, if we keep getting rid of these players? It's not going to happen. And we've got to get things sorted. And for me, maybe this is too soon. If we do get Europe, it's too soon. I think next season, let's see. You know, Andrew's second season, what has he got? You know, this has been a learning curve in a way for him. A first season in the Premier with the Bees, and I think we've still got to see more. I want to see more from this guy and see if he really can cut it at this level, because I'm still not sure. And I want to see Thiago turn up for this last game. He's done nothing lately. Last few games, he's done nothing, not scored. Let's see him turn up in this last game, because, you know, he's not far behind Haaland, don't forget, you know, in the goal scoring list. And I think he's 2 or 3 maybe behind him. I don't know. Can't remember, but I know he's not far behind him. But, you know, let's see him end the season well. Let's see him get a couple of goals or even a hat-trick. I mean, that'd be a dream. If we walk away here with 3 points from Anfield, I'd be amazed. It'd be incredible. Because I know for them not having a great season, though, the problem is you cannot rule them out. They're still dangerous. They're still great going forward. They've got dangerous players going forward. Gakpo, Ekatike, if he's fit, I don't know. I think he's still out. I think he may be out for was out for the season. I don't know. Obviously, you've got Salah, his final game. Isak, possibly. You've still Gravenberch. You've got obviously Rio and Gamara, who's quality young player, dangerous. We've got to watch out for him. You know, so many that can still do things. Jones, you know, there's plenty of good players still, great players. McAllister. You know, it's not going to be. I mean, Szoboszlai is another one you can't forget. I mean, he's been their best player the whole season. He's been amazing. And I mean, let's not forget we did beat them 3-2 at the GTEC earlier in the season. So it is possible. I think they can be got at. I'm just wondering if we're good enough now to do that. And I'm going to read a few comments. Be up to you, John. Hope you're good, bro. Looking forward to our preview on Saturday. Obviously, we're going to do that. Looking forward to that, my friend. You know, it should be great. Obviously, this is my preview. So, but obviously, I'll be on John Hyman's channel on Saturday, guys. I will look out for that. Doing his preview on his channel. And yeah, big up. Hey, bro. Yeah, big up, Steve, bro. Hope you're good, buddy. Hope you're good. And someone different on here, someone new, at Natasha Olive, K6M. Big up to you. Slot sacked. Has he actually been sacked? Oh, right. Has he? Let's have a look. I just want to make sure. I didn't know if that's. I wouldn't have thought he would be until maybe after the game, but let's have a look. Liverpool to sack Arne Slot after FSG decision reached. Right. Yeah, Liverpool news. Shock Arne Slot sack instruction issued as Mohamed Salah makes U-turn. The latest Liverpool news sees the Reds told to sack the under-fire Arne Slot as Mo Salah makes a call on his future. And that's obviously in the Mirror. Let's see. And I'm not really, I shouldn't really be on here to talk about Liverpool. This is, not my team. But saying here, TalkSport, Liverpool told to sack Arne Slot and do everything to get Pep Guardiola. Well, that'd be a hell of a manager to replace him. I'm surprised you're not going to try and get Klopp back. I mean, I'm sure he would come back for Liverpool, surely. Jurgen Klopp, you would think. Manchester City's loss could be Liverpool's gain if they swoop to replace Arne Slot with Pep Guardiola in the summer. Those are the instructions from former Reds winger Jermaine Pennant. Right, so that's him saying this. It's not what they've actually said or been told to do. This is his opinion, Jermaine Pennant, obviously ex-Liverpool player, who has urged his old club to pounce after it emerged that the legendary City boss is set to leave the club this summer. Guardiola will depart the Etihad Stadium after 10 trophy-laden years, during which time he has won 6 Premier League titles. On 2 of these occasions, he has beaten Liverpool to the trophy in 2019 and 2022, with a fierce modern-day rivalry forming between the 2 Northwest teams. Unthinkable, Guardiola's departure will send shockwaves throughout the Premier League, but there could be a scenario this summer that would stun even more across England's top flight. After ending Man City's run of 4 successive titles last season with league glory, it has been a different story for Liverpool this term. The Reds have mounted a dismal title defence and are set for a disappointing 5th place finish, heaping pressure on their boss. Head coach Slot has faced continued calls for his sacking, which now looks closer than ever after star man Mohamed Salah appeared to take aim at him in a stinging social media post. With change appearing increasingly likely at Anfield, Pennant has tipped Liverpool to do the unthinkable in the summer. While a successor already appearing set in stone at City in the form of ex-Chelsea boss Enzo Maresca, Pennant has now called on Guardiola to take over from Slot of the Reds, in a move that would shock fans up and down the country. Well, so yeah, I guess it looks like I think he may go after the game. It says Liverpool is sacking Slot and Pep is leaving City. Yeah, that's the decision FSG has made, obviously. I'll just do a quick read on some opinions and comments about it. Let's just do that before I go into the preview. I'm not going to be on here that long today, though, guys. I've got to have a meal soon. So I won't be on here really long. It won't be an hour or anything. So anyway, let's get on to it. Let's see what they're saying here. Let's bring this up. and read a few comments and opinions. Right, and just read a few more of these comments. So Natasha's saying that Nagelsmann in. Natasha again, Nagelsmann can make Liverpool great again. Slot has been sacked. Well, has he? I don't think he's been sacked yet. I think, no, he hasn't been sacked. He might be sacked after the final game, possibly. Natasha's still saying he has, because Jordan was saying he hasn't. Nagelsmann into Liverpool. Never say never. Be up to you, Harry, as well. Hope you're well, buddy. Good afternoon, Steve. Hope you're well, bro. If I'm honest, I think it's going to be a tough ask for you to go there and win and get European place. Exactly. And I still think we're not ready yet. To be honest, I don't think we are quite ready for Europe. So it's no biggie if we don't get it. For me, I'd like to see us finish 9th or 10th. I mean, 9th again, we'll equal our highest spot again in the Premier, and 10th, even so. It's still been a decent season for us. You know, we're still in the Premier, which is what it's about as well. We want to stay here. We want, to be in the big league and hopefully win something eventually, a trophy. Anyway, let's get into some of these comments, opinions. Somebody's saying here Indigo Child because Chelsea got him. Yeah, of course, got Xabi Alonso, which is what they're talking about. Why didn't they get Xabi Alonso? But Chelsea have already got him, so it's too late. City has a deal with Maresca since he left Chelsea. Xabi signed with Chelsea last week, and there is no credible news that Slot is getting sacked. Deal was in place before Maresca left Chelsea. It makes even more sense. Chelsea kicked Maresca because of his agreement with City. Rumours has it Chelsea is even looking to sue. There we go. Both were just too late. There's no confirmation on LFC firing Slot. City has been planning the takeover by Maresca for almost a year now. Slot is not getting sacked, and Maresca has been City's first option for months. I think they're trying to imply that maybe Xabi isn't rated by top clubs because he isn't as good as is Real Madrid folks think. Probably that they then want to hint that getting rid of Xabi was right and our players weren't wrong. Excellent perception, my friend. They want to establish the narrative that Xabi isn't good enough for Madrid because a certain faction of players that are not even guaranteed to be here in the coming years didn't like him. There is no single European club that doesn't rate Xabi after that Leverkusen run. Who cares? I'm worried about my team alone and others and next manager. Chelsea got in first, that's all. Slot didn't get sacked though, and he will most likely stay. Why do you care? You all kicked him out for Vinny. Can't his fanboys go to Chelsea sub already? I guess City was linked with Maresca and Liverpool made it clear they will not sack Slot. They can in future, but now as far as we know. But not now, obviously, as far as we know. This post should be considered for the top 100 dumbest posts on Reddit for today. Well, I don't know. I think it's all right. I think it's quite good. A lot of people are having good opinions here about it all. Comments. Where the fuck do you even see the news? laughing my ass off. It's already obvious Chelsea got in first, and City already planned their way with Maresca. And Slot is mentioned to stay because the board still had trust in him. What Maresca is rumoured that will go to City since the moment he left Chelsea, and he was in the Guardiola's staff before he got to Chelsea, so it makes sense. Also, I saw somewhere after the Bournemouth game that Guardiola's exit from City isn't official. Slot exiting Liverpool, never saw this officially. Where you read those news, or you just assume that every rumour is official statement. Also, Xabi was official that joins Chelsea the previous week. I think so. So before every other rumour, wow. If this is a trick to try to say that Xabi is a bad coach, you need to step up your game, man. This was so low effort. Edit, okay, now I saw your sub flare. Chelsea moved first. Liverpool didn't plan to sack Slot until recently. Chelsea got him already. Their ownership is almost as bad as our board. Well, a lot of actual websites are saying that he's going to be sacked by FSG. Come to the decision. So there's also Liverpool gets Iriola gets Liverpool approval after Reds make decisions to sack Slot. Alonso would have waited. Yeah, so there's this one. Yeah, so Bournemouth head coach Andoni Iriola has the capabilities and gung-ho style to be the new Liverpool boss, after claims the Reds will sack Arne Slot. The Reds have been in disappointing form in recent weeks, with Slot's side taking just 1 point from their last 3 Premier League fixtures, leaving them clinging on to the final Champions League spot. It looks extremely unlikely that Liverpool won't qualify for the Champions League, but recent performances have convinced more supporters that Slot isn't the right man to lead them into the next season. So yeah, make of that what you will. I mean, to me at the moment, I'm not that bothered. I just want them to. I just want us to beat Liverpool, spoil the party, and everyone keeps saying, "Oh, look, we're going to get thrashed. We're going to get slapped up by Liverpool." You know, it's inevitable. It's imminent that we're going to get slapped up because it's Liverpool's final day. It's their party, sort of party, if you can call it celebration in a way. I don't know. Farewell to some players, and maybe they will just turn up for this game. But I think they've not been great this season. I really don't. I mean, I'd love to see us get something. But then at the end of the day, I'm not totally sure we will. Because I just know we've got this thing with us that we can't finish teams off. We can't finish chances. And even if we have a lead here, we might just blow it, you know. But anyway, I'm going to go through this, the preview now. Enough talking about Slot and other things there, because it's not my team anyway. I want to talk about the Bees. I'm not totally biased, of course, and I'm happy to talk a little bit about Liverpool, and because they are still they have been a great team for many years. I don't think they've been that great this season, but they have been a great team and giant of football, of course. But at the same time, I want to talk about what my team's achieved, and hopefully Might get something, but my final prediction, I might not go that way, but we'll see. Yeah, so this is obviously the preview. This is from Gooner's Guide. In fact, Liverpool versus Brentford football, English Premier League, Sunday 24th. Kick-off 4 p.m., which is obviously all the games are kicking off then. All live. The games are all live, so you take your pick. Obviously, what you like, your favourite, your team you support, or your favourite team, or whatever. So Liverpool, the fans are going to be backing Mo Salah's comments made this past weekend. But Liverpool's board have to be extremely upset with the star player who is departing this summer. For the second time in this campaign, Salah has decided he will have a clear dig at manager Arne Slot, which is only going to add to the pressure that has already built up on the Dutchman. Getting back into the Champions League is the minimum requirement for Liverpool, and that was expected to be enough to keep Arne Slot in his role. But the latest Salah comments had squad members all lining up to like what was said. Like what was said, cannot be good news. The Reds can still finish above Aston Villa with a win and a loss for the latter. And that means improving the 10-5-3 record at Anfield. While the top 5 place is almost certainly secured, barring a defeat and a big Bournemouth win at the City Ground. Liverpool had won the first 3 Premier League games played after the March international break, but the momentum has been lost, and they arrive on the final day having earned a single point from the last 3 league fixtures played. The side has had won 5 of 7 games played at Anfield in all competitions before Liverpool were booed off the pitch at the end of a 1-1 draw with Chelsea. Of course, they lost 4-2 recently, as we know. Jeremy Frimpong and Alexander Isak are both doubts, but Alisson is hoping to be available for selection. This is Mo Salah's last game for Liverpool, and he's almost certainly going to be involved, even after the comments made last weekend. Brentford. This has been a hugely successful season for Keith Andrews and his Brentford team, but fans are still hoping that one more big achievement can be ticked off the list, with 8 places being available to earn European football. Brentford need one more big performance if they are going to edge out the likes of Sunderland and Chelsea for one of those spots in the UEFA competition. They go into the final fixture of the Premier League season in 9th place in the table. But Sunderland face Chelsea, and so the Bees may be forced to win at Anfield to finish in the top 8. Yeah, big arse still. Home form has been the key to the success of this campaign. But Brentford travelled to the northwest with a 6-2-10 record away from the GTEC Community Stadium. Brentford fans were a little frustrated in the 2-2 home draw with Crystal Palace, as was I. Of course, very frustrated with that last Sunday, and this is a result that means the side have won 1 of the last 10 games in all competitions. They had been unbeaten in 7 away games in all competitions in normal time, but Brentford have suffered back-to-back away Premier League defeats at Man United and Man City. Yeah, exactly. Not great. The squad that was available last weekend is set to be involved in the last fixture. Head-to-head, Brentford beat Liverpool 3-2 in West London earlier this season. Liverpool have completed the league double over Brentford in each of the last 2 seasons, and they have beaten them in all 4 games at Anfield since the Bees returned to the top flight. I'm sure I remember us beating them at Anfield one season, though. I'm sure we did. I don't think they had the greatest of teams then, maybe. They had Oxlade-Chamberlain and whatever. I'm sure I remember us beating them there, I'm sure. But anyway, Prediction: the late Erling Haaland goal at the Vitality Stadium may not have been enough to extend the Premier League title race, but it is a goal that could have secured Liverpool's spot in the Champions League. One more point will guarantee a top 5 finish, but Bournemouth and Brighton will both be hoping Liverpool win and Aston Villa lose, especially if the latter have won the Europa League and potentially opening up another Champions League spot. Well, as we know, Villa did win it. They won the final yesterday. Brilliant. Congrats to them. Well done to Unai Emery, as usual. Brilliant in Europe. Fantastic. Winning with yet another different club. Liverpool fans won't be worrying about the impact on others, but instead will want to see how the players perform for Arne Slot after more inflammatory comments from Mo Salah. Some fans will agree with Salah, perhaps even most fans. But the worry for the manager is that so many of his squad members look to have rounded up to stand by the outgoing player. Arne Slot will have to tread carefully in the media this week, but he will also privately be looking forward to the end of the campaign. The Anfield crowd are going to be tense, but a draw at the Vitality Stadium on Tuesday has eased the concerns that may have filtered onto the pitch on the final day of the season. Before the draw with Chelsea, Liverpool had been producing some solid results at home, and they may be facing a Brentford team who are going to take risks in order to try and finish in the top 8. Keith Andrews has had a strong season in charge, but Chelsea's win over Tottenham Hotspur has pushed Brentford out of the top 8, and they will need to better the result that the Blues can produce at the Stadium of Light. However, a Sunderland win over Chelsea would mean Brentford need to win at Anfield, and it may be tough for the visiting team as they look to be a squad running out of gas in the last couple of weeks. Back-to-back away defeats in the Northwest has prevented Brentford from finishing higher up the league table, and a 2-2 draw at Crystal Palace has just meant the recent struggles have moved on another week. A poor record at Anfield does not inspire a lot of confidence, and Arne Slot's men may have enough to win a relatively high-scoring fixture on the final day. The pressure seems to be off Liverpool. This will be a test of the squad to see how much they are willing to put in for Arne Slot, but the Anfield crowd will demand a performance, and Liverpool may do enough to edge to the 3 points. So Liverpool's last 6 home form. Lost to Man City 2-1, and beat West Ham 5-2, then drew with Spurs 1-1, beat Fulham 2-0, beat Palace 3-1, then drew with Chelsea 1-1. Right, so Brentford last 6 away, beat Newcastle 3-2, then Burnley 4-3. They were both away games. Then drew with Bournemouth 0-0 at home. Sorry, away. Drew with Leeds 0-0 away. Lost to Man United 2-1 away, of course. And then lost to Man City 3-0. So not great. Head-to-head, Liverpool versus Brentford, and from 2016? 2022. 16th lost to them 3-0. Liverpool 3-0, and then lost 1-0 in 2023. Another one in 2023, the 12th and 11th November, of course. So lost 3-0, and then lost 2-0 last year. Sorry, not last year, 2024. Wasn't last year because we won last year. So, sorry, it was the year before, 2024, lost 2-0. Because this is all at Liverpool, of course, anyway. The pick, they said prediction 2-1 Liverpool. What do we make of that, guys? I don't know. Obviously, the team I think we may play. I will go through that. Who I think we're gonna, the team we're gonna pick. What obviously who Andrews is gonna pick. Well, it's pretty obvious. It'll be this guy. We'll finish the season. He's been amazing playing against his former team, of course. So, yeah, it'd be great if he has a great day and keeps them out, keeps Liverpool out. I mean, if he could keep a clean sheet, that'd be incredible, I doubt it, but you never know. You just never know. And I'll just put my ticker on there, guys, so where you can follow me. I will mention that in a minute, obviously, in a little while. But yeah, Kelleher, I'm sure will play. Definitely. Unless he's injured, which I doubt. He won't get injured. As for our defence, it's going to be almost the same, I would say. Coyote, good season, of course, great season, really. I still see him gets out of position as a defender, but he's got a lot of pace and a lot of skill to get back, I guess, but he can be out of position, which isn't good. But I still rate him. Like there's more to come from him. If we don't sell him yet, which I'm sure we will eventually, he's going to cost a lot of money, of course, and hopefully get a lot of money for him. Nathan Collins, I'm sure will play. I mean, these are all just starters, I think. I mean, of course, he's had a mixed season, as we all know. Can make mistakes, and that is the problem with our defence. We will still make mistakes. There's still errors there with some players. I mean, we can be amazing at times. Defensively, we can be great. We can be. Look at that time against Aston Villa. We were down to 10 men. We won 1-0 at Aston Villa, which is no mean feat. That's incredible. But that's not always possible. We don't always do that. I wouldn't like to see Ayer play. I don't think he's still good enough. I don't know why we got him in a new deal. I don't think he's right. I'd give Pinnock the nod. I'd get him maybe with, obviously, with Collins. I would put them both at the back. Maybe Pinnock maybe lost pace or maybe lost, because he's getting on now. I think he's in his 30s. So, it's... But I still think he's a very good defender, still solid. I would put him in, but I think Andrews probably won't. He may just go with Vandenberg, of course, as well, who at times has been good this season. I'm still not sure about him, though. Still a question mark for me. Rico Henry, I don't think is going to be fit. That's what I've heard, so he won't be left back. Aaron Hickey may get left back. He may. I don't think he is a left back. I don't think he should be playing there. But you never know. I've got a feeling. I mean, most of these players are going to get a run out. Maybe some of these young players as well that are here. Josh Stevenson or Ollie Shield even, Benjamin Arthur stood at Celtic. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see. I think he may go with a similar team in a way, but I think there will be a lot of changes through the game. lot of subs. I think Yarmulke will play. Obviously, he's been really good at times. A lot this season, been quite good. And scored a goal, of course, as we all know. Got one goal, first ever goal. Big up to you, Kev. Hope you're good, my friend. Hope you're all good. Hope you're good there, buddy. Your thoughts on Keith Andrews? Is he the man to take you further going forward? The next season, well, as I mentioned before, Kev, I'm still not totally backing him. I'm still not quite getting behind him just yet until he really does achieve something. I mean, finishing ninth or something again, which I think we may just happen. 9th, 10th even, is what's been achieved before under Frank. So I don't think that's a real proper achievement from him yet. If we get this European spot, that's an achievement, and I will probably back him then. But as we all know, it's his first season. I've got to I've stayed grounded about all this. We can't get gassed, as some fans all have. Some Bees fans have got gassed too much and thought he's the Messiah. He's the new man. He's the proper manager. I still think we were more better at times under Frank. Played better football most of the time. But there have been moments this season. I think we've been incredible at times. We've been really good at times. But other times we've just been average and nothing as usual. And the finishing is not good enough at times. Our defending sometimes still leaves a lot to be desired. There's a lot to be sorted out still before we really get anything. If we are going to go into Europe, we've got to sort that defence out. It's just not good enough. And our finishing has to be better. It has to be more clinical. And it's still not, unfortunately. So, in answer to your question there, Kev, I'm not sure yet. I want to see first. I want to see what he can achieve before I really back him and say he's the man. But at the moment, I can't. Sorry, that's your answer to the question. I know it's not a proper confirmation of it, but that's it, I'm afraid. Jordan saying, "Hey Kev, Flavin." Jordan again, my Jamaican Pinnock, yeah, the reggae player, boy, isn't it? Reggae boys, and he's top defender still. I think. And hasn't played much this season, but I'd like to see him play. I think he's more solid. I think he will be more defensively strong than maybe Vandenberg or even I would say. Yes, so, hi, Jordan. Yeah, anyway, I think, yes, Yarmulke will be playing. I don't see why not. He's had a pretty good season. Scored his first ever goal for us. Damsgaard, surely. It's been a little bit disappointing in the last 2 or 3 games or more. Hasn't been up to his usual. I know he's a top-class player, though, world-class. So if he turns up and does something at Anfield, that'd be amazing. I think he can. And let's hope he does. Let's hope these players turn up and finish off the season well, for us. Now I'm sure we'll play. Whether he might start. And as I say, there will be changes throughout the game. I'm sure he will get a start. Luca Bent, like to see what he can do. And in the last game, let's get these players a run out, see what they can do. Jordan Henderson, be interesting to see if he plays against his former team. That would be really interesting. I think he will get on at some stage. He may even start. You never know. Against his old team. That's possible. Jensen, who's had a really good season. Like to see him finish off well. Been very good for us. Might might sign an extension and stay, as Rico Henry might as well. Josh Da Silva will play at some stage. We'll get some minutes again in the game. And obviously, Kaya Fury, I hope he gets a game. Donovan gets a run out. You know, he's been great. Unfortunately, I think Lewis Potter may just be left wing back again, and I hope not, because he struggles there. I'd rather see Hickey left back than him, and Hickey's not a left-sided player. But Lewis Potter is weak at the back. I just want to see him stay forward, be left wing, left-sided player, whatever, left-sided midfielder. Rataro's been great for us this season, been amazing. He will probably play. I'm sure he will. Scored 2 in that last game, you know, in the 2-2 draw against Palace. Reece Nelson, don't want him here. I think he's poor, he's shit. He's been injured a lot of the time. Want to see him go back, but he might get some minutes here, hopefully in the last game, I guess. Want to see him do something. Igor Thiago, last game, he's got to do something, this guy. I mean, what has he? He's disappeared the last 2 or 3 games. I want to see him end well and get some goals. Get a couple more goals, 2 or 3. Well, would be amazing. But hopefully we'll end the season well and do it for our fans and show why he's got all them goals, why he's in the Brazil squad, why he's, you know, is he not? Hopefully he's not a one-season wonder. But I just want to see more from him. I do. I know he's better than this, so let's see it. Let's see it. Sharda, disappointing for me still. You know, he may go. I wouldn't be disappointed because I know he's got the ability and some ability, raw ability and pace and everything. Great aerial ability, spring, great header of the ball. But at the moment, he don't seem to want to be here, and I think he's run his course. I think it's time for him to maybe go. He hasn't developed like we thought he would. But yeah, I'm sure he'll get some minutes. They'll all maybe get a few minutes, all of them, in the game. So we'll see, guys. But it'll be a good game. Unfortunately, though, I'm going to my prediction for this. I do think we're just going to lose out. Unfortunately, I do. As much as I think Liverpool are not the best team and have been poor this season, they still can be great going forward, especially. If we can get that defence, we can get goals. I'm sure we can get goals. That goalkeeper is Mamardashvili. He's not good enough, really, if he plays. Unless it's Alisson, I don't know. I think it's going to be a lot of goals, actually. And I think it'll be 3-2 Liverpool. I'm going 3-2 Liverpool. I think we're just going to lose it, just lose out. But I think we can at least get a couple of goals. But I think they're going to get more than us because I just know our defence might not handle what they've got up front. It can crack. Our defence can crack at times. It can be vulnerable. It can be weak. And it needs to be sorted out properly. It still hasn't been. Until it is, we are going to be susceptible. And I think we're going to lose this 3-2. Unfortunately. And it pains me to say that because I don't think Liverpool are that special. But, you know, a lot of players are, you know, saying their farewells and they want to put in a performance in front of their own crowd. We all know that at the last game at Anfield. Salah will want to produce something in his last game. Maybe Robertson or whatever else. Who else will want to do things? So it's going to be hard. I think we're going to lose it. So, but I think there will be a few goals, 3-2. I'd like to see Thiago at least, if he can get those 2 goals, that'd be incredible to finish on, you know. And I like to see us putting a real effort, though, 100%. It's the final game. Let's go out there and play. Take the handbrake off. Let's go out there and perform and be free and play how we can play, how we know we can do. And try and put it up Liverpool a bit. Try and do that. And, if we come away, it's 3-2. Or even we somehow get a point, maybe a 2-2 or something. Maybe a point still wouldn't be good enough, but, I'm going for a 3-2 Liverpool. And let's hope it's different. I hope it's a different score today. I hope we can get something out of the game. But I'm not totally confident with that. So, anyway, I'm going to bounce, guys. Got something to eat and other things to do the rest of the day. Follow me on Insta, Mr. B for Life 182. I'm on Discord also, Steve the B. And subscribe to my channel, of course, Mr. B, Hive Football Chat. Please keep smashing those likes and keep subbing if you're new. Guys, it's much appreciated. I'd like to, obviously, we've had Natasha in here. Hopefully she might, if she can sub to me, that'd be great. I take it she's obviously a Liverpool fan. She is. So would like to see if she can, if she will sub. Because I do also, for every team, I'm not just biased towards the Bees, really. But if you can follow me, Natasha, that'd be great. Sub to me. I'm still on 237, the last I see, the subs. So let's get that going up. Let's get me up to 250. Come on, do that, guys. I'm going to go. I may do one or two other streams, possibly one later, maybe one later, I don't know. One tomorrow for sure. And obviously the one on Saturday with Jordan for the preview on me, on his channel. So watch out for them, guys. Yeah, see you Saturday, Steve, bro. Yeah, see you Saturday, man. Have a great one. And I'm out of here, guys. I'm going to bounce. And for the time being, I'm out of here, guys. Come on, you bees. Let's do it on Sunday, sorry. On Sunday, let's do it, guys. Come on.